And hello and welcome back. That sounds weird as always. Anyway, we're here with another episode of G-senjou no Maou. And yeah. Oh god. The last episode I wasn't really happy with my performance, and I hope it will be a teeny bit better this time around. But unfortunately, you haven't seen it yet for the sole reason that I fucked up the scheduling. I didn't found time to upload it and everything, so I fucked around a little bit. But don't bother with that. This is the next episode, just a day delayed. Sorry for that. Anywho, by the time the three of us had finished eating, night had consumed everything around us.
カノンは夜遅くまで練習ですか。大変ですね。
Canon has to practice until that late? Wow, she works so hard. I think strength training and running starts at 9.
はは、氷の上だけじゃなくて、地面の上でも頑張らなきゃいけないわけですね。
Really? I didn't know she had to work out of the ice too. There's some hard work lurking behind that casual exterior of hers.
そんなカノンを陥れようだなんて。全く魔王は最低の人間ですね。
I can't believe Maou would try to bring down such a hard-working girl. Jeez, what a despicable person. Yeah. As Yusami walked beside me, I could only just glimpse her eyes through her hair.
なんとしても捕まえたいものですね。
I'm going to catch him, no matter what. You mean you're going to stick your nose into things again?
今回は警察も頼れないでしょ。
We can't involve the police in this, isn't that right? No, we probably can't. Mao's letter was sent to Gonzo's home. Gonzo has undoubtedly taken it as a challenge. He probably wants to personally make an example out of him to show what happens when one crosses Azai Gonzo.
何より、ゴンゾーさんに動けと言われた以上、何にもしなかったら東京湾ですからね。
But discipline and personal goals aside, Gonzo-san told me to get moving. I'd better act soon, or it'll be Tokyo Bay. Nah, I don't think Gonzo's expecting anything in particular.
それは分かっていますよ。現時点で魔王へのつながりがありそうな私を、とりあえず泳がせてみたいんでしょ。
I realize that. I suspect he's just taking advantage of the situation by taking someone he believes to have a connection to Maou and just letting them loose to see if anything comes of it. Yeah, that sounds about right.
警察を頼らせないあたり、椿の時と同じニュアンスを感じます。
And just as in Tsubaki's kidnapping case, we are again stuck without any help from the police. Yusami's face stiffened.
魔王はまた、私と遊ぶ気ではないかと。
I'm thinking that Maou might be asking me to play again. Only he won't be getting off that easy this time.
ええ、自分も雪辱を晴らします。
Yeah, I'm going to regain my honor. No, forget about you. Maou just made every last man under Gonzo's command his enemy. That's way more impressive than the police.
よほど自信があるんでしょうね。
You are very confident, Azai-san. And you are not?
さあ。
I don't know. She tilted her head and played with her long bangs.
ひとまず、明日もう一度、ゴンゾーさんにお会いしたいですね。
In any case, let's go see Gonzo-san tomorrow. Why?
封書が届いた時の状況なんかを詳しくお聞きしたいので。
I need to ask some specific questions about the circumstances surrounding the letter's delivery. Try not to be scared into submission again.
体勢はついていると思いますが、浅井さんも同行してくださいね。 自分一人だと蛇に睨まれたカエルになってしまいますから。
I think I have enough fortitude, but please come with me, Azai-san. If I go alone, I feel like a frog being stared down by a snake. Alright, I will. See you later. After saying goodbye to Yusami, I left the arena. Hey, I need this little break because I've just eaten a few minutes before and the air is swelling up my throat. And that could result in a burp and makes it hard for me to speak. Hey, why are you still following me?
ですから、家が近くなもので。
Well, I live close to here. You're kidding. I couldn't help but scream in the calm residential area. Oh, so I should have said it like, "You're kidding!" Or something like that. Where do you live?
ですから、ここをまっすぐ行くと細かい路地がありますよね。
Okay, you know, if you keep walking, there's this alley, right? Yeah?
その先を抜けるとコンビニがありますよね。
If you go through there, there's a convenience store, right? There is?
まあ、コンビニは置いといて。
Just ignore the store for now. Then what the hell are you talking about?
路地に入る前に信号がありますから、そこをひとまず右往左往。
Before the alley, there's a traffic light. And then you go here and there. Forget here and there. You just don't want to tell me where it is, do you?
それなりに人間らしい生活はしていますんで、ご安心ください。
I'm living a life befitting a human. Don't worry. She bowed gently, her hair swaying like weeds in a riverbed. I keep getting the feeling that you are following me.
ええ、自分は浅井さんのそばにいたいと常々思っておりますから。
Yeah, I know what you mean. Wanting to be with you is on my mind a lot too, Adai-san. That's nauseatic. No, what? God damn it, my phone isn't here. But I think it's along the lines that he is disgusted again.
明日は学園に出られますか？
Are you coming to school tomorrow? Yeah.
しかし、浅井さんがよくサボられるのは、ゴンゾーさんのお仕事を手伝っているからなんですね。そりゃ、学園なんて言ってられませんね。
Oh yeah, the reason you skip so often is to help Gonzo-san, isn't that right? I can understand why you'd put priority on that. Don't tell anyone.
もちろん言いませんが、浅井さんは本当に目立ちたがらないですね。
I won't. I promise. I know how much you hate attention, Adai-san. Oh, shut up. We talked while walking, and I ended up in front of my apartment before I knew it.
今度またお邪魔させていただきますね。
I'm going to come here and bother you next time. There's no need.
いえいえ、次は私の特技を披露しに伺いますから。
Don't be modest now. I have to demonstrate my special skill. What skill?
座禅です。
Meditation. You think watching you meditate would be particularly entertaining to me?
跳ねますから自分。
Yeah, because I can hop while doing it. Please, God, no. That's disgusting. What? I don't understand why. Why is he so disgusted by her? I think that's just the thing of Maou that sticks in his head.
浅井さんは大のクラシック好きと聞いてますから、きっと満足されると思いますよ。
I hear you're really into classical music. I'm sure that I can satisfy you. Good for you. Now get the hell out.
はい、おやすみなさい。
Sure, have a good one. I ignored her and walked in the door. What I just realized, the only important persons are Kyosuke and Yusami. Those voices has to be fleshed out the most. That's what I get out of this. My head churns when I speak with Yusami. It's probably for the best if I don't take her seriously. After washing up, I let myself sink into my bed. As I heaved a sigh and tried to collect my thoughts about the day's happenings, the sound that warns me of guests rang once more. Yusami again? I yelled into the speaker. You're pretty fucking persistent, you know that? Oh, Tsubaki! Oh no! I'm sorry! Tsubaki was quivering on the intercom screen. Oh, sorry, Tsubaki. Are you busy? Not really. What happened? Nothing. I'm just here to say hello. Hello? Then it hit me. Did you finish moving? Thanks to your help. Her honest eyes were too much for me. I couldn't help but turn away. I see. Anyway, come on up. I pressed the door button and let her in. Sorry for disturbing you at this time of night. She was holding out a wrapped square package. Oh, a bento? You didn't have to do this. Moving would have been such a hassle if we didn't have your help, Kyosuke-kun. The house you found us was miraculously cheap for this area. Yeah, it was. You should come over sometime. Sure. I nodded ambitiously. For some reason I had the feeling that I would never visit her house. The man who had chased them from their home was none other than me. I wasn't so weak as to feel shame, but I wasn't exactly thick-skinned enough to act all buddy-buddy after the fact either. Tsubaki is a stranger. Just another woman without money. So, how's your job? You don't have to help anymore. Thank you for the gift. I spoke coldly. Oh. So I should have pronounced it out. You don't have to help anymore. Thank you for the gift. Well then, good night. Tsubaki seemed to have sensed that my voice was somehow different at the moment. Hey, Tsubaki. Before she reached the door, I called out to her. I stood there speechless for a moment. If you ever get bothered by financial problems, come and talk to me. Meaningless words. Words that could neither comfort another nor satisfy myself. Thank you, Adai-kun. I could only stare vacantly at her receding silhouette. I'm getting dizzy again. A nauseatic storm is brewing in my head. I don't know why, but my headache is attacking me with its usual ferocity, as if following some predefined pattern. When I feel pity or sympathy, my heart cries out like this. I get to work. Mumbling to myself with unsteady feet, I locked myself in the study. That night, half conscious, I sat outside into the darkness like a sleepwalker. Due in part to the winter chill, my body was stiff as a rock, as if it refused to move. It's so cold! Yeah, if you hadn't come to get me today, I would have skipped for sure. Jesus, bro. Have you made it so far without failing a year? No, how have you made it so far without failing a year? And why are you even here, Eiichi? He had one hand on Cannon's shoulder, and their height difference was making him panic a little.
とにかく僕はカノンちゃんの専属コーチになったから。
Look, I'm Cannon-chan's private coach. Hold it right there. It's too early for your stupid antics.
カノンちゃんも了解済みだから。
Cannon-chan already agreed to it.
はい、コーチ。
Eiichi puffed out his chest and stuck his chin up in the air when Cannon called him coach. How did this happen?
昨日 A ちゃんと電話してたら A ちゃんが結構詳しいことが発覚したの。
Eiichi-chan called me yesterday and it turns out he knows a whole lot. About what?
スケートだよ。僕はね、ペットとスケートと三国志においては誰にも負けない知識を備えているんだ。
Okay. Figure skating. There are 3 topics I'll never lose a trivia contest about. Pets, figure skating, and Romance of the 3 Kingdoms. I only know the Romance of the 3 Kingdoms because I played Dynasty Warriors. Just as a little side note. And it's kinda curious that he feels a lot like Isono in a lot of regards. So what I gather from this is that these two talk on the phone regularly.
これからは二人三脚でオリンピック目指すんだもんね。
We are going to work together now. Our goal is the Olympics.
うんうん。カノンちゃん、学園にいるときは僕の指示に従うんだよ。
Cannon-chan, when you're at school, listen to my instructions, okay?
はいコーチ。じゃあ僕のカバン持って。
Alrighty then, carry my bag for me.
やだ。
Don't wanna. Falling apart from the start, huh?
カノンちゃん、いつも寝てちゃダメなんだよ。
Cannon-chan, you can't sleep all the time. Eiichi continued his lecture.
スケートしかない人になったらどうするの？
What if you end up knowing nothing but how to skate?
金メダル取ったらプロに転向するからいいの。
Then I'll just get a gold medal and be a professional skater for the rest of my life.
だからダメなんだよ。フィギュアスケートはメンタルなスポーツだよ。人間性を養ってこそ観客を魅了するような演技ができるってもんじゃないか。
But that can't happen without an education. Figure skating is a sport of the mind, right? You have to cultivate your humanity in order to put on a performance that will captivate an audience.
でものんちゃん、A ちゃんよりテストの成績いいよ。
But Nonchan's test scores are a lot better than Eichan's.
僕はいいんだよ、男だから。
Apples and oranges. I'm a man. I don't have to be good at grades. Oh my.
男だから？
You're a man?
男はね、糸の切れたタコのようなもんさ。それで女が苦労する。
Men are like kites without strings. That's why we cause women so much worry. Eiichi seemed to be waxing poetic.
まあ、わかったよ。
Oh, I get it.
そう？
Really?
うん、おやすみ。
Yep. Good night. Like every morning, Cannon was laying motionless on her desk.
さあ。
Fine, you damn. Eiichi glared at me with furious indignation.
そうなんだよ、マジでこの甘は。おめえの妹だろうが。
What the hell does the little bitch want, huh? She's your sister, right? well, you're gonna hand it to her. She's pretty damn good at disregarding other people's advice.
これマジでやべえよ。俺ちゃんがコーチとしてビシッと決めてやんねえと道を間違えるじゃん、あのアマは。
Okay. She ain't in juniors anymore. And Japan's at a disadvantage. The bitch is going to find herself up shit creek without a paddle if I don't step in and take care of things. Oh, please. Cannon's mother's her coach.
はあ
What? What? What did I tell you about putting your face so close to mine?
金崎育子はもうとっくにコーチじゃねえよ。
Kanesaki Ikiko stopped coaching a long time ago. Huh? What are you talking about?
カノンのコーチは名将ジョージ・ヒルトンだろうが。
Wait, what? The name of Cannon's coach is George Hilton. Huh? Really? My memory may be fragmented, but I'd be damned if Cannon wasn't getting a lot of attention recently because of the rarity of having her mother coach her.
おめえの頭はどんだけ断片化されてんだよ。今シーズンからフィギュアスケート連合の要請でヒルトンがカノンについてんだよ。
Wait, what? Jesus, man! Your brain sounds more shattered than fragmented. This past season, the International Skating Union sent out a formal request and finally got Hilton to be Cannon's coach. Wait, but doesn't Cannon call Ikuku-san, doesn't she call Mama coach? Eiichi sighed contemptuously.
ええか、おめえのそのようデフラグの脳みそにちゃんと書き込んどけよ。
Listen, take this data and copy it into that brain of yours once you get around to defragging it. Alright.
カノンみてえに才能がありそうな選手はよ、連合の指示でそれまで世話になった地元の先生から時期を見て大抵海外の実績あるコーチに移籍させられるんだよ。
Under the union's orders, talented skaters like Cannon switch over to accomplished overseas coaches according to their personal situation. Oh, is that what happens?
でもガキの頃からずっとお世話になってたわけだろ。カノンの場合は金崎育子か愛があるわけだよ。
But she's been taking care of Cannon since she was little, right? Cannon has a bond with Kanesaki Ikuko, and there's that whole love thing too. I get it. She's no longer her coach, but they can't just up and get rid of her. Wow, Ikuko sure has it hard. The job was suddenly stolen from her. Is there a financial reason behind this? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. Is this George Washington guy all he's cracked up to be? George Hilton!
無理んだよてめえ、わざと間違えただろうが。
Weak man! You said that wrong on purpose, didn't you, you little shit? Shut up.
ヒルトンはよ、半端ねえぞ。選手時代にオリンピックに2度出場してどっちも表彰台に上がってる。40年くらい前の世界大会では金メダル、翌年も銀。引退してからは有名選手を次々に。
Hilton isn't your average joker. When he was still skating, he went to the Olympics twice and ended up on the podium both times. 40 years ago, he got the gold at the World Figure Skating Championships and got a silver the year after. After he retired, he cultivated one famous skater after another. Oh, I get it. He's so amazing, etc., etc.
無理んだよ。
Weak man! Anyway, if Cannon's under this guy's wing, then everything will be fine, right?
まあな。
Pretty much. Then aren't you completely useless?
俺はともかく、お前がそれじゃ話になんねえよ。
That's no big deal. You are the one we should be worried about. Me? Eiichi pointed at the spot between my eyes.
なんでてめえはそんなに興味ないんだ。妹がオリンピック行くかもしれねえんだぞ。
Why won't you show some interest in these things? There's a chance your sister might go to the Olympics, you know? I am interested.
普通の親兄弟はよ、とにかく気が狂うくらい応援するらしいぜ。娘がオリンピックに出るためなら学校だって辞めさせますってな勢いだ。コーチの指導に口挟むのもいるらしいぜ。
Normal family members would be rabidly supporting them. Like, it's fine if their daughter doesn't go to school if she has to go to the Olympics. Some people even show their support by constantly arguing with the coaches. Seriously, man, I am interested. Who doesn't like watching pretty girls' figures skate around the ice? Oh god, it's getting warm in here. God damn it. Weak! I know the Grand Prix of figure skating is more about the prize money and not about the title.
だから必ずしも世界最強が決まるわけじゃないんだ。棄権する選手もいるからな。
That's why winning doesn't really prove you're the best in the world. Some skaters just abstain. H's lecture continued straight through to noon.
なるほどですね。カノンは今後そのグランドシリーズの NKH 杯とシリーズ決勝戦であるファイナルというのを控えてるわけですね。
I see. And the next two tournaments on Cannon's list are the NHK Trophy and the Finals, which are part of that Grand Prix series. For some reason, Yusami had enrolled in our studies. And then at the end of the year, they hold the Japan Championships to determine the best in Japan?
でも世界大会は来年の3月ですよね。やけに間が空きますね。
But aren't the World Figure Skating Championships in March next year? Why the big time gap?
その辺がアメリカとかと違うところでね。選手のコンディションにもブランクが出るってのに。
Things go down differently in America and the rest of the world, though I agree doing it this way may lead to our players getting rusty. H acted irritated as if the problem was his.
で、もう一度聞きますが、世界大会に出るには全国大会で優勝しなければならないんですよね。
Well, I'll ask you again. If you want to enter the World Figure Skating Championships, you have to win the Japan Championships, right?
一応現状の取り決めではそうなってるね。
That does seem to be the general consensus this year.
では、例えばグランドシリーズファイナルで優勝しても関係ないんですね。
So, does that mean it doesn't matter if she wins the Grand Prix finals?
昨日も言ったけど、一応考えるみたいな曖昧なことになってるみたいだよ。
Like I said yesterday, that's a gray area. Like they keep it in mind.
と言いますと？
And that means...
確か全国大会で1位と2位の選手の得点差が1位の選手の 10% 以内だったらとか、そんな感じ。
If I recall correctly, if the second place skater was within the 10% of the winner's score, then they take the results of the finals into account.
それは現実的に意味のある規定なんですかね。
Does that happen fairly often?
あるよ、もちろん。結構僅差で決まることがあるからね。
Yeah, of course. Plenty of competitions are decided by narrow margins. Is that so?
女子フィギュアはショートとフリー合わせて200点いかないくらいだからね。
Wait, what? In ladies figure skating, if you add the short program and the free skate together, 200 points is an orgasmic performance.
なるほど。2位の選手と20点くらいの差をつけなければ世界への切符が確実とは言えないわけですね。
I see. So, unless you are ahead of the other skater by more than 20 points, your seat at Worlds isn't guaranteed? I finally understood the reason Yusami was nodding so much.
ファイナルで優勝すると魔王のご機嫌もかなり悪くなるわけですか。
If she won in the finals, Maou would be pretty upset. But if you think about it, everything's still so vague.
でしょ、何かと腹黒いんだよね。
I know, right? Pretty shady if you ask me. Even if Canon wins the Japan Championships, if she loses the finals, she might not be able to go to Worlds unless she wins by a huge margin. So, are there any strong competitors other than Canon? He folded his arms, posing in an uncharacteristic manner.
瀬田真紀子かね。今年になって調子いいのは。
Oh, we know about this person since the last episode, I think. Seta Makiko's doing really well this year. Oh? How good is this girl?
ま、カノンの武力が90くらいだとしたら、瀬田は85くらいはあると思う。
Well, if Canon's war stat was a 90, Seta's would be an 85.
一騎打ちをしたらちょい危ないですね。
So, going head to head would be dangerous.
人気だけで言ったら、カノンの戦闘力が1500で、瀬田は5くらいなんだが。
But if we took popularity into account, then Canon's lead stat would be 1500 and Seta's would be around 5.
圧倒的ではないですか、我が軍は。しかし、人気というのはちょろちょろ変動するもんでしょ？
Isn't that an overwhelming advantage for our forces? Oh, but popularity is a fickle thing, isn't it?
瀬田もそこそこ可愛いからね。今まで注目されなかったのは、さっきの世界大会でわけのわからん負け方したからと、バックについてるスポンサーかな。
And Seta's absurdly cute too. She just hasn't caught the public eye yet, probably as a result of her inexplicable loss at the last Worlds, and they say her sponsors partially to blame. Sponsor?
よく知らないけど、瀬田は山王プリンセスホテル所属だよ。
Don't quote me on this, but I think Seta's sponsored by the Sano Princess Hotel. This has suddenly become quite the predicament. The Sano Corporation, the favor of which we've enjoyed since the development fiasco in the Eastern District, is now our opponent. What did that sponsor do?
もちろん噂だけどね。前回の世界大会でさ、金の力で瀬田を無理やり世界大会に出したとか。
Well, it's just a rumor, but supposedly there were bribes after the last Japan Championships directed at ensuring Seta a spot at Worlds. Seta a spot at Worlds. Fucked up this sentence. A rumor? There's no evidence?
いや、なんで瀬田なんだっていう意見は多かったよ。連合は経験を積ませるためみたいなこと言ってたけど、それにしたってもっといい選手はいたからね。
No, but a whole lot of people were wondering why her. The Union claimed it was to give her valuable experience, but the fact of the matter is, many other competitors were better than her. That's enough. Is this scandal still going on?
いや、もう全然。
No, not at all. I may be forgetful myself, but it's still shocking how quickly society can forget these things. Oh yeah, that's a very interesting thing. A lot of awful things get forgotten really quickly or get played down to just a joke.
みんな、何の話？
What's everyone talking about? Canon chimed into our conversation.
カノンちゃんのことを話してたんだよ。
We're talking about you, Canon-chan.
え？まだコーチごっこ続いてたの？
Oh, you are still pretending to be my coach?
続いてるよ。君がその手に五輪をつかむまではね。
Of course! I'm not going to stop until you've grasped the 5 wings.
もう飽きたよ。
Come on, this is Boeing.
飽きるの早すぎるんだよ。君には集中力ってものが。
How can you be bored already? How short is your attention span anyway?
4分は持つから大丈夫だよ。
About 4 minutes long, which is plenty enough for me. 4 minutes. The duration of the free skate, right?
例えばカノンちゃんはよく言われてるだろ。ジャンプはうまいけどステップシークエンスはどうなの？
How about this then? You ever had anyone tell you that your jumps are great, but you need to work on your step sequences?
それはおいおい。
All in good time.
おいおいじゃないよ。こっちがおいおいだよ。
What the hell? I show you a good time.
だって今の採点方式だったらジャンプができれば他でちょっとミスしても平気だもん。
But with the judging system the way it is, if I have good jumps, then it's fine to make a little mistakes in other places.
だから
Listen to me!
極端に言えばカノンちゃんは波動拳ができないのに昇竜拳ばっかり上手くなっているようなもんなんだよ。
Wait, what? To exaggerate a bit, it's like you can't even do a Hadouken, but you're really good with the Shoryuken! Yeah, it's a Street Fighter reference, I get that. Hadouken, Shoryuken! Coach Eiichi's scolding seems like it'll continue for a long while. The time was just past 4 in the afternoon. Yusami caught me immediately.
では行きましょう。
Let's go then. You mean to Gonzo's house?
まさか忘れてたんですか？昨日の話ですよ。
Did you forget? Didn't we talk about it just yesterday? I was really busy yesterday.
ほう、どちらへ？
Oh, where were you? Well, I forgot that too.
一度医者に行かれることをお勧めします。
I suggest you go and see a doctor. I'm already seeing one. I'll say this now. Don't do anything impolite.
礼儀作法には自信があります。
I hold my capabilities for etiquette and social protocol in high esteem. If you talk like that, you really will be thrown into Tokyo Bay. I escorted the nervous Yusami to the southern district.
同じトマンベツ市でもここは静かな町ですね。
It's still Tomanbetsu City, but it's so quiet here. Walking along the sidewalk, flanked by trees, I felt like I had wandered into a shrine.
まったく、こんなところを身代金の受け渡し場所に選ぶはずがないんですよね。
It's a crying shame. This place should never have been chosen as a place to exchange a ransom. Don't make such a resentful face. You look like a ghost. However, if Yusami were just a little more familiar with Tomanbetsu City's geography, then she might have understood what Maou had been trying to do.
物々しいくらいにリッチな街並みですね。
This flashy row of houses looks pompously rich. As Yusami just pointed out, these are all luxurious buildings, and I can pretty much guarantee that you won't find anything that's not protected vigorously by fence and a locked door. Shiratori lives around here somewhere.
そういえば、ここ最近休んでますよね、彼女。
Speaking of Shiratori, she's been away from school lately. It's probably because her family situation is so complicated.
うん。
As we aimed for Azai Gonsu's estate, thriving green trees and luxurious buildings, fit for life's champions passed us by. Fit for Life's champions passed us by. Huh?
うわ、これまたいかついっすね。庭に池のある家とか初めて見ましたよ。
Oh, this is even more over the top. This is the first time I've ever seen a house with a pond in the yard. Be quiet for a second. After announcing my arrival through the intercom and the short silence that followed, I heard the housekeeper's voice.
やっぱり神棚とか日本刀とかあるんでしょうね。
I bet it has Japanese swords and Shinto altars. She looked like a kid that was about to go out for a picnic. This is Kyosuke. I brought Yusami Haru with me. As I spoke through the door, I heard the sound of a drawer being moved, as if something was being closed.
入れ。
Enter. BGM title Adai Gonsu. Wow, I never realized that. Adai Gonsu sat in the spacious Japanese-style room. Looks like he was in the middle of writing something. After seeing us, he put down his pen. Hey, greet him. I patted Yusami's slumped back.
手前小国と欲しますわ。
What? I'm from the branch of the family out in... Idiot! I told you to greet him, not introduce yourself. She seemed to be sinking into panic.
続けろ。
Get on with it. What?
お前は何者なんだ。
Just what are you? Gonsu, with a discerning gaze of judgment, looked straight into Yusami.
自分はその
Well...
黙れ。
Quiet.
はい。
Yes?
どうも京介から女の、それも至極上等なメスの匂いがすると思ったが、お前だな。
Wait, what? I kept on scenting the scent of a female on Kyosuke, an exceedingly high-grade one. At that, that's you, White.
自分はこんな髪型でもお風呂には毎日入っていまして。
Well, even with this hair, I do wash every day. Gonsu didn't speak, and my spine was frozen.
頭くせえとか言われるヒロインじゃないんで。
Well, I'm not the kind of heroine who's told her hair stinks. Yusami looked terrified, but she was talking in her usual manner. In the end, Gonsu just said,
面白い女だ。
An interesting woman. I don't know why, but he said it in a whisper. There was a hint of a smile at the corner of his mouth.
そうやって京介をたぶらかしているわけだな。
Is this how you tricked Kyosuke?
いえいえ、まさか浅井さんとはまだお手手も繋いだことも。
No. Why? I've never even held hands with Adai-san.
死に損ないの匂いがするぞ。宇佐美春。
You have the smell of someone who's outlived her life. No, outlived her time, Yusami Haru.
恐縮してるふりを見せているが、腹の底じゃ極道なんて少しも怖くないって面構えだ。
You act scared, but your expression tells me clear as day that deep down you don't fear Yakuza at all.
それは。
Well?
目線を外しているようで相手の様子を探っている。それが証拠に、お前はついさっき、俺が隠した拳銃の場所を知っている。
You play at looking away awkwardly, but in reality you're studying me. As proof, you already know the place where I hid my gun just a minute ago. Pardon?
後ろの棚が気になるか。
Or is it the carpentry on the cabinet behind me that's piquing your interest? Now that he mentions it, I hear the sound of a door closing before we entered.
確かにそちらの棚をチラ見してたのは認めますけど。
Well, you must admit, it is a lovely cabinet.
ではなぜ3段ある棚の一番下だけを見ていたんだ。
Then why did you only look at the lowest of the 3 drawers? Wow, he saw through to her really easily.
音だろう。最下部は一番重い音がするからな。だいぶ音感も優れているようだ。
It was the sound, wasn't it? The lowest drawer makes the loudest noise. Your hearing seems to be very keen. Yuzami froze for an instant, and then straightened her posture.
これはどうも本当に恐縮しました。
I sincerely apologize for what I just did. She squeezed out a low voice, one completely different from what she had used up until now.
無礼は魔王を捕まえたら帳消しにしてやろう。
I'll pretend it never happened if Maou gets caught.
では担当直入にお願いします。魔王から届いたという封書を拝見させてください。
Then, I'll make a straightforward request. Can you let me see the letter Maou sent? Gonsu nodded and retrieved a brown envelope from his jacket pocket, slapping it down on the table. Yusami picked it up.
魔王。
There was no deep meaning behind her spoken word. It was simply the small word that was written on the back of the envelope.
中を見させてもらいます。
I'm going to look inside, if that's all right. She took a white letter out of the already opened envelope.
手書きですか。
Handwritten, huh? To the monster, to the monster and my beloved hero. I suspect there will be many victims. As long as Ardai Cannon aims for the Olympics. I've released a certain murderer into the wild. Let's call him Mephistopheles. That's the devil who appears in the play Faust. That creates a connection with Goethe. He already took the life of an unfortunate man last night. Those around Cannon will continue to meet their end one by one. Cannon's mother in particular will not be an exception from the murder list. If you intend to lend your ears and heed my warning, force her to throw the upcoming NHK trophy. Otherwise, a new sacrifice will be taken at 9 o'clock, the night of the last day. One piece of advice. I doubt I need to worry, but in the event that you inform the state of this, my retaliation will be severe and relentless. Yes, I used those stock certificates as tissues. Maou. I lowered my head and finished reading alongside Yusami.
どう感じた？
What do you think?
やけに汚い字ですね。
The handwriting's pretty ugly. As Yusami said, the letters are all crooked. It was like a small child had written it. It was messy, full of peculiarities, and even gave off a bit of an eerie feeling.
まさか手書きですか？
But why is it handwritten?
手袋でもして書いたのか。指紋は残していないようだがな。
He must have written it with a glove. There aren't any fingerprints. Yusami's point was interesting. A lot of attention will be paid to the calligraphy of a threat letter. Normally, you'd think he would glue down newspaper clippings or type it on a computer. Anything to cover up his handwriting.
わざと雑に書いたんでしょうかね。
Perhaps he wrote it messily on purpose. But even then, if the police looked into it deeply, wouldn't they be able to uncover some kind of trend?
あるいは
Or maybe... Yusami sank into silence, knitting her brows. Anyway, from the contents of the letter, has someone already been killed?
昨日の夕刊を読んでないのか。
Didn't you read last night's paper? Pardon?
あるデザイナーが死んだ。カノンの衣装を手掛けたこともある。
A certain designer died. He had a hand in Canon's costumes. How did he die?
自宅マンションの階段から足を滑らせて頭を打った。目撃者はいない。争った形跡もない。事故の線で進めていると話を聞いた。
He slipped on his apartment stairs and hit his head. There were no witnesses, no sign of a struggle. They say it's being investigated as an accident. Did Maou push him?
消印ですが
The postmark. She spoke up in a small voice.
市内からだな。
It's from within this city.
当然この手紙が投函されたポストの周辺は洗っているのでしょ
Of course, you've checked around the post office where the letter was sent from?
徹底的にな。
Thoroughly. Yusami tapped the letter with her finger.
さらにこの国という文字ですがね
Next, about this state word. In the event that you inform the state of this,
気づいたか。
did you notice?
これは現体制に不満を抱いた人たちが好んで使う漢字ですね
It's a character that's commonly used these days by people who are dissatisfied with the current system of government. Wow, the similarities go deep here. I mean, in Shari no Kuni it was also a dissatisfaction with a certain system. Huh, it's interesting, but not really surprising. This novel comes from the same developer after all.
今付き合いのある組織を通してできる限り調べている。だが連中は自分たちの思想に共鳴しない人間には鎖国的だ。時
We've
間はかかる。
We've already contacted such people through connections with other organizations, and we are searching as hard as possible. Still, those people are very reserved towards others who don't share their ideals. Time will be needed. That means Maou has some sort of political ideal, and there's a chance that he belongs to such an organization.
どうも考えがまとまりません浅井さんはどう思います
I can't seem to get my thoughts in order. What do you think, Adai-san? About what?
何でもいいからとにかく喋ってくださいワトスン的な発言を
Anything is fine. Just make it something Watson-esque. I have no idea what Watson-esque means, so I just say whatever. Well, could it be that Maou hasn't received any higher education?
ほほう
For instance, isn't the punctuation strange? I pointed to the sentence that sparked my reasoning. He already took the life of an unfortunate man last night. Cannon's mother in particular will not be an exception from the murder list. Here, wouldn't it have been easier to read if it were... Here, wouldn't it have been easier to read if it were last night he took the life of an unfortunate man? Cannon's mother in particular will not be an exception from the murder list. This part's just bizarre. Shouldn't it be Cannon's mother in particular? Will not? Okay, grammar, I'm awful with this, but if he's looking at it, Cannon's mother in particular will, and then there's a semicolon, not be an exception from the murder list. That means even if they reach the demand, she could still be killed.
なるほどなるほど。
I see, I see. Also, lend your ears and heed. I've never heard anyone speak like that.
ですよね。
Obviously. This girl irritates me somehow.
ちなみに、浅井さんも国語は苦手とか。
By the way, isn't Japanese one of your weaker subjects? Aren't you bad at it too?
アインシュタインもです。
So was Einstein. That's a terrible argument.
差し当たって今やるべきことは、被害予定者のリストアップだと思うのですが。
Shouldn't we be making a list of potential targets right about now?
もうやっている。
It's already being done. Gonsu passed a piece of paper from the shelf behind him to Yusami. It's a long list. The notes include the designer that had already died, Ikuko-san, Coach Hilton, the choreographer, and the staff from the competition.
自分と浅井さんの名前もありますよ。
Adai-san and I are on here too. It's because we are close to her. If you're not careful, you might be next. Naturally, Gonsu's name was on the list as well. For all the names listed there, Ikuko-san is the only one that we know will be targeted.
これは頂戴してもよろしいでしょうか。
Would you mind if I took this list with me? Gonsu agreed to Yusami's request.
できれば、この脅迫状もお願いしたいのですが。
Can I keep this letter too?
いいだろ
Take it.
ありがとうございます。封筒もセットでお借りしますね。
Thank you very much. I'll take the envelope as well. She picked it up with the handkerchief carefully and put it into an empty folder in her bag.
では失礼します。何かわかりましたら、浅井さんを通してご報告します。
Well then, sorry, but I'll be leaving now. If I find out about anything, I'll report it to you through Adai-san. I said my goodbye along with Yusami.
すみません。最後に一つだけ。
Ah, sorry, one last question. She turned around.
このことはカノンには。
Have you told Canon? There's something weird. Didn't she wanted to ask how the letter was delivered, under what circumstances? She hadn't asked about that. Or she didn't ask about that. Had asked about that. I don't know.
もちろん話さん。
No, and neither can you.
ですよね。
Of course.
が、人の口に戸は立てられん。そのうち知られてしまうだろうな。
Still, there's no door on people's mouth. There's always a good chance that she'll find out.
カノンのオリンピック出場を決める全国大会は今から2週間後でしたっけ？
The championships, which will decide whether or not Canon can go to the Olympics, start in 2 weeks, right? There are 2 more tournaments between now and then. Yusami lifted an eyebrow, surprised.
長期戦になりそうですね。
Looks like this is going to be a long battle. Just like yesterday, Yusami was following me. You aren't scared of Gonzo, are you?
何のお話ですか？
What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You were just pretending to be scared.
いえいえ、ゴンゾーさんは私を買いかぶっていましたが、昨日は完全に卵を抱えたペンギンのように固まってしまいましたよ。
No, no. Gonzo-san is overestimating me. Yesterday, I was as frozen as a penguin carrying an egg. Are penguins frozen while they carry eggs?
ただ確かに今日お会いしていくらか気が楽になったのは本当です。
It's only that this meeting was a lot easier on the mind than our prior one.
あの方は恐ろしいですね。平静さと荒々しさを兼ね備えている上に、相対していて、いつも監視されているような不気味な印象も受けます。
That man is fearsome. He can be calm and violent at the same time. And when you're in front of him, you feel like he knows everything. It's so uncomfortable.
ただ、なんでしょう。無意味な暴力は振るわないというか、こっちのお肉が美味しそうに見えなければ襲いかかってこないというか。
Only, how do I say it? He won't engage in any pointless violence. Or should I say that he won't charge unless the flesh before him looks particularly delicious?
利害関係が一致している限りでは心強い味方だなと思いました。
As long as we have common interests, he is a dependable ally, I guess. I hold a similar viewpoint.
それはともかく、浅井さん。
That aside, Adai-san. She suddenly stopped.
浅井さんはこの事件をどう見ますか？
What do you think about this case? What do I think? I considered it for a second. Well, we are talking about a pre-murder notice here. I guess I'm mainly just worried about Cannon.
カノンはどこに住んでるんですか？
Where does Cannon live? It's a place near the arena.
お母さん、イクコさんと二人暮らしですか？
Does she live alone with her mother, Ikuko-san? Why do you ask?
カノンはお父さんであるゴンゾーさんと一緒に暮らしていないことに何の疑問も感じていないんですか？
Isn't Cannon the least bit curious as to why her father doesn't live with her? I'm not sure. I don't think she's entirely unconcerned about it, but she's never mentioned it before.
ゴンゾーさんが暴力団の親分であることも知らないんですか？
What about the fact that Gonsu-san is a Yakuza boss? I don't think she knows. Or maybe she just doesn't care.
カノンは変わった子ですね。
Cannon is quite the strange girl. You too, Yusami.
自分が愛人の子であることにも父親の職業にも疑問を抱かないオリンピック候補の学園生ですからね。
I mean, she's going to school while training to be an Olympic candidate. She doesn't seem suspicious about being a love child, or even about her father's occupation. Well, when you put it that way... I lost my words.
何にしても人の命がかかっています。
In any case, people's lives are riding on this. Yeah, someone has already died.
警察は頼れないでしょうね。
We can't contact the police, can we? If you secretly went to the police, Maou and Gonzo would both snap.
脅迫状を警察の専門家の方に預けてみたいものですが。
I would like to entrust this letter to a police specialist, but... I shrugged. Hey, look on the bright side. The Mafia doesn't need a search warrant or anything. Without all the red tape of the police, they can mobilize and go into action a lot quicker. Yusami flashed a wise smile.
あまりお近づきになりたくない方々ですが、今後力を貸していただくことになるのでしょうね。
Despite being people I'd normally try to avoid, I'd be relying on their strength from here on out. We arrived at my apartment as we talked.
ではこの辺で。
Well then, I'll be seeing you. You can't let Cannon know about this, no matter what. If she knew that her mother was in trouble, it would affect her performance for sure.
カノンは明日から学園も休みですよね。大会前ですし。
Isn't Cannon taking a break from school starting tomorrow? Since the competition is coming up and all? I think so. Was it the NHK trophy that's coming up the day after tomorrow? Yusami nodded slightly.
さて、引きこもって手がかりを探るとしましょうか。
Alright, let's hole ourselves up in our rooms and start searching for clues. Her back slumped and she walked away. Okay, I'm gonna leave this episode right here. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Leave a like if you did, and I will hopefully see you then in the next episode. Stay tuned.